Hey guys. Well, now I've decided to do another 15 favorite horror movies video, just to like continue my previous 15 favorite horror movie video. Well, let's get started with these ones. One of them I've chosen is the original Black Christmas. Now, this was definitely a pretty creepy, scary horror movie for its time. Like, we've never seen the killer in this one. The only thing we've heard is his voice, saw his shadow, so like maybe his hands or his eye. And it was directed by Bob Clark, who also did Christmas Story, which is kind of funny in my opinion. He went from doing a horror Christmas movie to a family Christmas movie. And there was a remake to this one, and I thought the remake was crap, so I just don't recommend the remake, but this is definitely a good one. Another one I've chosen is The Descent. Now, this is definitely a really good, dark monster horror movie. Pretty bloody for its pretty suspenseful, shall I say. Yeah, it's really good. Another one I've chosen, it's one of my favorite werewolf movies. It's directed by the same director of The Descent, Dog Soldiers. This is a pretty good werewolf movie. It's basically, I think it's my number one favorite werewolf movie, along with The Howling, American Werewolf in London, and the original Wolfman. So, and this is definitely like really cool. Like, you know, soldiers fighting werewolves. Another one I've chosen is Phantasm. This was definitely a cool horror movie for the 80s. Oh wait a minute, I think it was actually, sorry, late 70s. It had a good performance by what's his name, Angus Scrimm, who played the tall man. Like, I always thought he did a pretty good performance, and I like the sequels to this one, but I'm gonna be honest, I didn't really care for the fourth one that much, but I definitely hope they do a fifth one, because I've heard rumors going on that they're gonna be doing a fifth one, but I'm really not too sure these days. Another one I've chosen, it's another Christmas horror movie. It's Silent Night, Deadly Night. This is one. To be honest, I actually like this a little more than Black Christmas because that's like the whole thing of using Santa Claus as a killer, even though it's actually not really Santa Claus as a killer dressed up like Santa Claus. But of course, like, people would probably find that scary because like Santa Claus is supposed to be a jolly guy who gives people presents, but this one he's killing people because they were naughty, naughty. Another one I've chosen is The Lost Boys. This is one of my favorite vampire movies. It's directed by Joel Schumacher. It stars Kiefer Sutherland. He's the main vampire in this. Also stars the two Coreys. This was their first movie together, Corey Feldman and Corey Haim. This is how they became friends through this movie. Another one I've chosen is a Dario Argento classic, Suspiria. This is another one of my favorite horror movies. Supernatural horror movie, like a witch movie. Basically, these girls in this ballerina like classes, and they get killed off by these witches. Pretty good tone, pretty good special effects, pretty good music. I like this movie a lot. Another one I've chosen is another George A. Romero classic, and that's Creepshow. So, I actually like this movie a lot. It has like some famous people in it. Has I think it was like 5 different stories. It's also written by Stephen King, another good horror writer. And they made a sequel to this, which I like as well, Creepshow 2. And Creepshow 3, which was pretty bad, but it was so bad it was kind of good. Here's another movie I also like, which is sort of like Creepshow. It's Trick or Treat. So it's sort of like Creepshow, like I just mentioned. It has like different stories. But although unlike Creepshow, the stories in this movie are connected, and has a couple of famous people in this as well. And it was also produced by Bryan Singer. Sorry. And like I liked this movie since it's sort of like Halloween, and has werewolves in them, ghosts. So this is definitely worth checking out. And this is another one, a classic slasher movie from the 80s. It's Prom Night. This was also a good mystery, murder, horror movie. In a way, it's sort of like Black Christmas, that you don't see the killer, although it's a masked killer though. And plus you don't know who he is till the very end. So I shouldn't really say that's 100% like the original Black Christmas. This also stars Jamie Lee Curtis, famous for Halloween. And Leslie Nielsen is in this as the principal, which I kind of thought was pretty cool, and funny too, since he's a comedian and he's in a horror movie. Although he was in Creepshow, so he's been in horror movies. Another classic 80s, or this could be actually 90s, 80s, 90s, is Stephen King's It. And I like this movie because I like the director, Tommy Lee Wallace. Of course, like I did a video about him not too long ago, sometime last year, that What If video. And I should really do the second What If video. And I just like that this is based on a Stephen King book, and I thought it had a good performance from Tim Curry as Pennywise, that evil clown creature. It had some famous people in it, like Ned O'Toole and John Ritter, Harry Anderson. So this is definitely worth checking out. It's a pretty long movie though, 3 hours long. But it's got a really good story in it as well. And another vampire movie I've chosen is From Dusk Till Dawn. This is another one of my favorite vampire movies. Directed by Robert Rodriguez, starred George Clooney, Quentin Tarantino. It's a pretty violent, bloody vampire movie. Good vampire special effects is another thing I also really liked in this movie. Another one I've also gotten is Feast. This is a really good bloody monster movie. It's produced by Wes Craven, Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, and Chris Moore. And directed by John Gallagher. And written by Patrick Melton and Marcus Dunstan, who also wrote some of the Saw movies, and they also did The Collector. And the director of this movie is directed Piranha 3DD, which is supposed to come out this year, which I'm excited for. So yeah, this is a pretty good monster movie, pretty gory, worth checking out. They made a couple sequels, which I liked as well. So, check this out. Another one I've also gotten is Witchboard. This is directed by Kevin Tenney, the director of Night of the Demons. So, this is a pretty good ghost movie. Basically, a Ouija board summons this this ghost that possesses this girl. So, yeah, this is definitely worth checking out, worth seeing. If you're a horror fan, if you like Night of the Demons, you'll definitely like this movie. So, check it out. And, last but not least, I've also gotten the original My Bloody Valentine. This is a good 80s horror movie. This is one of my favorite ones as well. As well as a holiday horror movie, since there's been holiday horror movies like Halloween, Friday the 13th, Silent Night, Deadly Night, My Bloody Valentine, and April Fool's Day. So this is another one of my favorite holiday slash movies. And they made a remake to this, which I actually like as well. And Quentin Tarantino has also said that this is his favorite movie. So this is definitely one of my favorite ones. Worth checking out. I do like the remake, just a little better, I'm gonna admit. So, yep, this is a good horror movie. And I may do another one of these sometime in the future. Let people know, and just keep your eye out for it. And also, since I mentioned I gotta do another what if video, it could be my next video, so check it out. And I guess that's about all. And since I also mentioned in my last 15 favorite horror movies video, I did it for my subscriber Dave's Nightmares. He's a cool guy, and I hope he sees this video as well. I hope he likes it too. So check it out, and see you guys later. Bye.